Good evening, my name is Ronnie McPherson. In this segment, I will teach you how to explore your partner and make them want you. Make her feel sexually attractive to the way you are interacting with her. To make a woman want to have sex with you, the first and most obvious thing is that you need to make her feel sexually attracted to you. A woman's sexual attraction is mostly based on what you say and do in her presence. For example, does your conversation style turn her on or turn her off? Are you able to make her feel girly in your presence? Or do you just make her feel like one of the guys or like a good friend? To make her want you is to make her need you. To make her want you is to make her need you. The more ways that you are able to make a woman feel attracted to you when interacting with her, the more intense her sexual desires will be. I teach guys how to make women feel attracted to them in more than 100 ways, and I provide tested, proven to work examples of exactly what to say and do for each way of attracting women. The more ways that you are able to make a woman feel attracted to you when interacting with her, the more intense her sexual desires will be, as I repeat this with assurance. Two examples of how to make a woman feel attracted to you during an interaction are to be masculine in your energy, vibe, conversation style, behavior, and body language to the point to where she feels like a lady. She feels like a real woman in your presence. Flirt with her. Flirting creates a spark between you and the woman, and when you meet her, it's also one of the things that keep the spark alive in the relationship, for she will lurk and desire this feeling. Those are just two of the more than 100 different ways that we can make a woman feel sexually attracted. When attracting a woman for 5 minutes, you can easily set off 5, 10, 15, or even 20 different attraction triggers. When you make her feel attracted in many different ways at once, she naturally feels sexually attracted to you and will experience a strong desire to have sex with you, physically or in her mind. However, if you interact with a woman and are unknowingly turning her off in 5, 20 different ways, then she is going to feel much or any desire to have any sex with you. A woman's attraction is mostly based on what you say and do in her presence. The more ways you can make a woman feel attracted to you while interacting with her, the more intense and her desire to have sex with you will become. That's how attraction works for women. As a guy, you have to actively make a woman feel attracted to you when you interact with her. Don't expect her to feel attracted on her own for some random or magical reason. You've got to actively turn her on by what you say and do around her. Make it clear that you find her sexually attractive. This is an essential thing to do when meeting a woman for the first time, getting to know her, and when in a relationship. Women do not consider themselves to be beautiful. Strange, but it's true. Why are women so insecure about their beauty? When a woman compares herself to the perfectly photoshopped and airbrushed images of women in advertisements or to the sexy women in porn, she realizes that she doesn't look that good without makeup. Or when she isn't dressed up in a sexy outfit, she knows what she looks like when she is at home alone, or when she wakes up and she feels like she doesn't compare to how women in advertisements or porn look. Even if a woman seems that she is confident about her appearance, statistically speaking, 96% she isn't. I also know from a personal experience that even if a woman thinks she is pretty, she will most likely always have insecurities about certain parts of her face or her body, the youthfulness of her skin, her weight, breast size, bust size, etc. You might look at her and sincerely believe that she is beautiful, but she is thinking, I hate my thighs. I'll never be as sexy as the woman who have perfect legs. So don't assume that she knows she is beautiful. That's when you seek employment. In most cases, women feel inadequate for various reasons that they will rarely, if ever, discuss with men. When a woman is having sex with you, she wants to feel truly sexy in only your eyes. She wants to feel like she is fully accepted by you and that she is safe to be her true self. If she doesn't feel that way around you, she will feel insecure and won't be drawn to the idea of having sex with you. You have to hint that you see something that she's hoping you see. How can you make a woman feel sexy in your eyes? When meeting her for the first time, after making her feel sexually attracted to you and chatting with her for 30 seconds to a minute, look at her with a loving appreciation and say, you're sexy. I like you. I've never gotten a bad reaction from saying that to a woman. Women love to be appreciated. As long as you have made her feel attracted to you during the first part of the conversation, she will be very happy that you find her so attractive and that you have the confidence to say it. You will see her smile and look happy when you make that comment about her. Make sure you attract her first thought. Attraction comes first and everything else follows. If you give a woman compliments before making them feel attracted to you, the compliment will have less meaning and value. She will see it as you're trying to suck up to her or impress her by being nice. However, if you've made her feel attracted to you first, she will really appreciate it and feel excited about it. If you don't know how to make a woman feel intensely attracted to you when interacting with her, then keep learning from me, and I will teach you several ways to make a woman feel attracted to you. When interacting with a woman, you are her friend. The next time she puts in some extra effort to look more beautiful or sexy, look at her and say, "Wow, look at you. You look very sexy today." Don't be afraid to say that to her. Be honest and let her know that you find her to be sexy. Don't just tell her she looks nice or pretty. Those are basic words. Tell her that she actually looks sexy today or tonight. The word sexy immediately lets her know that you see her in that way, but referring to her as nice, pretty, or beautiful. Beautiful could just mean that you're being polite and not overly mannish as you intend to be. If you only ever behave like a friend around her, most women will gradually accept that role that you want to be friends and leave it at that with a lock. However, once you have the key to her heart, when you make her feel a lot of attraction for you and then let her know that you find her sexy, a spark ignites between you and her, sending a signal to stimulate her mind. From there, you just need to know how to go from conversation to slowly kissing her lips, or conversation to a date, and then sex you, make your move. It's really easy and natural once you know what to say and do. When interacting with your girlfriend or wife, look at her with desire. Confidently smile and don't stop feeling of desire for her no matter what she says or does. Literally, tell her that she is the sexiest woman on earth in your eyes. Let her feel it by the way that you look at her. Embrace the feeling of attraction that you're having for her. Let it influence your body language, tonality, and behavior. Be mannish. Let her see that you are visibly affected by her sex appeal in a positive way, gazing in the right direction and body parts. Sometimes a woman will be horny and ready for sex without you having to do anything to get her in the mood, yet in almost all cases, most women need you to turn them on by building up that sexual tension between you and her. There is no confusion about the meaning of sexual tension when I speak. An exciting feeling that occurs when a man and woman feel sexual attraction for each other, but the escalation to sex is being delayed by them, the environment or circumstance. They both work together. She doesn't want to look you too easy in front of her friends by hooking up and being overly inquisitive. He is already in a relationship with another woman. They are engaging in enjoyable foreplay for a few minutes before sex is halted by a kiss. Whether you're meeting a woman for the first time, trying to get out of the friend zone with a woman you have a crush on, or 20 years into marriage, the same rules apply. Women love the exciting feeling of releasing built-up sexual tension with a kiss and sex. Thrusts. So don't ignore the power of sexual tension when it comes to greet you. When you build up sexual tension correctly, a woman not only wants to have sex with you, but she also feels like she needs to have sex with you to release the built up tension between you and her. Sex becomes something that she really wants to do with you, a desire, lighting a sexual fire. She feels the tingle down there and wants to get you inside. However, if there isn't much or any sexual tension present between you and her, you haven't seen or been actively making her feel attracted to you while interacting with her. She only sees you as a friend. You need to break this bend. You've been together for 10 years and you can't be bothered trying to build up sexual tension. The idea of having sex won't feel very appealing to her. So you need to touch her. Turn her on, touch her. Turn her on, touch her. Touch her on. Turn her on. Lick her on. Turn her on with your touch. Give her a charming handshake when you introduce yourself. Hold her hand firmly but gently and maintain eye contact as you keep holding her hand for about 5 seconds while you introduce yourself. I thought I'd come over and say hello to you. You're easily the most beautiful woman in my corner of the room. She will feel turned on by the fact that you were relaxed and confident and didn't rush to let her go. You kept her hand in a tight grip. Doing this is a display of confidence and affection and masculinity that will immediately make her feel girly in your presence. Then the fact that you've also gave her a compliment makes her feel very sexy and look at you as a charming guy. When interacting with a woman, do not forget, do not cross the threshold of friends, which is only a gate between the love nest that you and her will indulge in. I'm referring to getting a girl or wife in the mood who is usually interested in sex. If the spark has died out in your sex life, you need to actively get the spark back. As the song says, come on baby, light my fire. Don't expect it to come back by magic without you doing anything. Sometimes pawns are stagnated. You need to have your own tricks up your sleeve. You've got to actively make it happen by interacting with her in an attractive way. One way to do that is to bring her in for a hug and tell her to relax with you for a minute. Then begin to touch and caress her very slowly, all over her body, but please don't rush this moment. Take your time. She may need a little time, but she will soon open up. She may even resist your attempts to get her in the mood if she doesn't feel like it in that moment. But if you keep telling her that she is sexy, I think you're so sexy, I love you, I want you, and kiss her softly on the side of her neck and just right below and under her ear, she will truly warm up to you. Keep touching her all over her body and expressing your desire for her. Your touch and your desire for her will begin to ignite that flame and turn her on. Laugh at her pre-sex texts. Though they're not funny, they're funny when you let her know that you received it. Women always test men. There's no way you can escape it, whether you meet a woman for the first time or on a first date. If a woman is attracted to you and wants to have sex with you, she might test you by pretending not even to like you or feel no attraction for you, just to see how you respond. Why would she do that? She wants to confirm that you are a confident man and are worthy of being in a more dominant position than her. It's a natural instinct that women have. When a woman tests you for confidence and you don't crumble, it confirms to her that you are worthy of being in a masculine position. It makes sense for her to open up and receive you because you're more dominant masculine and you have a force to be recognized with. When she sees that you remain strong and believe in yourself, no matter how much she tests you, it allows her to relax into the feeling like a real woman around you. She can appear with no panties on, showing her love for you and the feeling that you give her. She can trust in you to be the man at all times that allows her to be more feminine around you. The best part, the more feminine that you make a woman feel in your presence, the more sexually turned on she will be when interacting with you. I provided you with many examples of how to make a woman feel feminine in your presence. Making a woman feel that way is much more efficient and reliable than trying to get a woman to like you by talking to her for hours or taking her out on a series of dates. Most women don't want this. They'll accept the dates, but please do not hesitate when the time comes to open up the nest. You can make a woman feel intense attraction for you within seconds to minutes of meeting her. If a woman feels attracted to you and begins to think about sleeping with you that night, she may test you by pretending not to like you to see if you squirm and become nervous around her. For instance, she might say, "I just want you to know that I don't sleep with guys that I meet from bars. You're nice and all, but nothing is going to happen between us, even though you haven't said anything about that yet. It is only a test. Remain your grounds. Be patient." Secretly, she is hoping that you remain confident and maintain your composure. If you become nervous or have a rejected look on your face, she knows that you won't be able to be with her in her true self in the bedroom. She'll have to be gentle with you emotionally, or else you might feel insecure, and that isn't a turn on for women. If she says something like to you, "Do you go down there?" That's all right. Relax. Maintain your ground. She may tell you, "I was only kidding. I'm a virgin. I'm saving myself for marriage." You quickly oblige and say, "That's cool."